फोर ब्रेन के 2 स्वेलिंग्स होती हैं. कौन कौन सी स्वेलिंग्स हैं उसके नाम लिखो जल्दी से चैट बॉक्स पे. टेलेंसेफ्लॉन एंड डायनसेफ्लॉन. वेरी गुड ईरम. ओके हर्षल. ओके मुजना. ठीक है. सो व्हाट आर द डिविजन्स ऑफ टेलेंसेफ्लॉन. टेलेंसेफ्लॉन के स्ट्रक्चर्स कौन कौन से हैं? व्हाट आर द टू मेन स्ट्रक्चर्स ऑफ टेलेंसेफ्लॉन? ओके दीपिका. टेलेंसेफ्लॉन, डायनसेफ्लॉन. टेलेंसेफ्लॉन के स्ट्रक्चर्स कौन कौन से हैं? क्विकली. लिम्बिक सिस्टम. वेरी गुड ईरम. What about the other structure? Other main structure of telencephalon is your cerebral cortex. All right. Cerebral cortex का main function. What is the keyword for cerebral cortex? Good Laiba. Good Musna. What is the key function of cerebral cortex? Cognitive functions. Very good Deepika. Cognitive functions will be the is the keyword for your cerebral cortex. And what about your limbic system? 2 structures come into limbic system. What are the 2 structures which come under limbic system? Quickly, amygdala and hippocampus. Very good, Musna. Which one is responsible for your emotions out of these 2 structures? Amygdala. And for the long-term memory is your hippocampus. Very good. Okay, so diencephalon के 2 structures, thalamus and hypothalamus. And which one regulates the hormones of our body out of these 2 structures, thalamus and hypothalamus? से hypothalamus. Very good. And what does thalamus do? Thalamus is related to what? Your sensation. Except which sensation? Very good, Laiva. Smell. All right. So midbrain. Okay. Good afternoon, Tushar. Okay. All right. So midbrain is also known as. We're just having a quick revision so that other people can join by the time. Okay. Alright. Midbrain is also thalamus. All sensation except olfactory. Thalamus. Very good, Deepika. Alright. So what is the other name for your midbrain? Midbrain is also known as your mesencephalon. And mesencephalon has 2 parts, superior colliculi and inferior colliculi. Which one is responsible for your audition? All your hearing, सुनने वाले जो भी होता है वो कौन सा स्ट्रक्चर होगा mesencephalon का? Inferior colliculi. Very good. And the one which is responsible for vision is your superior colliculi. Then comes your metencephalon. Metencephalon consists of 2 parts which are मेटेनसेफ्लॉन के 2 पार्ट होंगे. कौन कौन से? pons and cerebellum. Very good. Pons is basically your responsible for your sleep and dreaming and all your facial movements and respiratory movement. ठीक है. Diaphragm movement जब हम breathe कर रहे होते तो the contraction of the chest and the basically the movement of the chest is basically related to your pons. Other structure, cerebellum, is responsible for the balance of our body. Then comes your myelencephalon. Myelencephalon has 2 structure, medulla and what is the other structure? Reticular formation. Very good. Medulla is responsible for all your survival. It's like a survival kit. Basically, it's all the vital activities of your life. And reticular formation is responsible for. Quickly write in the chat box. Reticular formation, awareness, arousal, and consciousness. All right. So yesterday we were discussing about the lobes of our brain. ठीक है. हमारा जो brain है, it's being divided into certain lobes. Okay. And since it is having a lot of wrinkles within the brain. Okay, so since we have a lot of wrinkles, there are a lot of lines which somehow divide our brain into सेवरल डिफरेंट लोब्स, ठीक है। ये जो लाइंस होती हैं ये इनको या तो हम फिशर्स बोल सकते हैं, इनको हम गायरस, गायरी, सल्काई, ये सब चीज़ें होती हैं, इनको हम ये कहते हैं, ठीक है। सो द माउंटेन रीजन्स, द अपर बम्प्स आर बेसिकली कॉल्ड गायरी एंड द लोअर फोल्ड्स आर बेसिकली कॉल्ड सल्काई, ठीक है। एंड देर आर सर्टेन लाइन्स विच आर कॉल्ड फिशर्स, ठीक है। तो जो डीपर लाइन्स होती हैं उनको हम कहते हैं फिशर्स. सो हियर यू कैन सी this is basically your central fissure. So if you turn your head towards your sideways, if you make a cut right from the top to bottom, you can find your central fissure. So everything on the front of your central fissure is basically your फ्रंटल लोब, ठीक है. अगर हम साइडवेज देखते हैं, साइडवेज से ऊपर से लेके नीचे तक अगर हम एक कट देखते हैं, एक लाइन जाती है, उसको देखेंगे तो एवरीथिंग राइट इन फ्रंट ऑफ योर सेंट्रल फिशर इज योर फ्रंटल लोब एंड एट द बैक ऑफ योर सेंट्रल फिशर इज योर पैराइटल लोब, ठीक है. अनदर लाइन विच इज बीइंग गोइंग फ्रॉम योर फ्रंट टू द बैक, ठीक है. फ्रंट से लेके बैक तक जो भी लाइन जा रही होती है उसको हम कहते हैं लेटरल फिशर, ठीक है. लेटरल फिशर फ्रंट से लेके बैक तक. सो एवरीथिंग बिलो लेटरल फिशर इज योर temporal lobe and at the back is your occipital lobe. So we'll just discuss about the functions of each lobe, ठीक है, and what will happen if one of the lobes get damaged, then what all functions are basically they are affected, ठीक है. All right. So I hope you are clear with the lobes, direction of the lobes, कहाँ कौन सा लोब प्रेजेंट है. सो दिस इज लाइक ये एक हेमिस्फेयर की बात हो रही है. इसी तरीके से दूसरे हेमिस्फेयर में भी सेम लोब्स होते हैं, ठीक है. एक हेमिस्फेयर में जैसे जो जहाँ फ्रंटल लोब होगा वही दूसरे हेमिस्फेयर में भी वही लोब होगा, ठीक है. Alright, so let's talk about corpus callosum. So corpus callosum is basically a collection of neural bodies which are present right at the center of the hemispheres, ठीक है. Right at the center, it's a collection of neural bodies which is present right at the center, which in a way connects both the hemisphere, ठीक है. both the cortexes together, both the cortex areas together. So it's like the Latin word is basically hard body. So it's like a lot of neurons are present there, a lot of fibers are present. It connects the area of the cortex of one hemisphere with the corresponding areas in the other hemisphere, ठीक है. So ये यहाँ पे हम देख सकते हैं, this is basically your third ventral, this is your first ventral, second ventral, basically your lateral ventricles, and this is your third ventricle. एंड इसके साथ में वन ऑन ईच साइड योर थैलेमस इज प्रेजेंट, ठीक है. या इट्स अ ब्रिज बिटवीन द टू हेमिस्फेयर. सो थैलेमस इज प्रेजेंट वन ऑन ईच साइड, ठीक है. दोनों साइड मतलब थर्ड वेंट्रिकल के साइड्स में एक साइड राइट थैलेमस होगा और दूसरी साइड लेफ्ट थैलेमस होगा, ठीक है. सो इट्स लाइक अ कनेक्शन, इट्स लाइक अ ब्रिज विच कनेक्ट्स योर टू हेमिस्फेयर्स, ठीक है. Then so the corresponding, so a lot of structures are present in such a way that दोनों हेमिस्फेयर्स में वो structures present होते हैं. For example your thalamus, ठीक है. thalamus एक ऐसा structure है जो दोनों हेमिस्फेयर्स में present होता है, ठीक है. Same way goes your hippocampus and amygdala as well. They are present in both the hemispheres. So in a way this corpus callosum is connecting the both structures in बोथ द हेमिस्फेयर्स, ठीक है. दोनों साइड के जो स्ट्रक्चर्स हैं उनको एक तरीके से जोड़ने का काम कॉर्पस कैलोसम का होता है. सो हियर यू कैन सी दिस इज बेसिकली योर लॉन्गिट्यूडनल फिशर. लॉन्गिट्यूडनल फिशर इज बेसिकली डिवाइडिंग योर ब्रेन इनटू टू हेमिस्फेयर. लॉन्गिट्यूडनल मतलब स्ट्रेट वाली जो लाइन होगी, इट्स लाइक कमिंग स्ट्रेट फ्रॉम योर राइट इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू, ठीक है. वहां से अगर हम मीडियल कट लगा देते हैं एकदम सेंटर से, सो इट्स डिवाइडिंग आवर ब्रेन इनटू टू हेमिस्फेयर. दैट इज बेसिकली कॉल्ड लॉन्गिट्यूडनल फिशर. सेंट्रल फिशर एज आई हैव टोल्ड यू, अगर आप साइडवेज देखोगे एंड वहां से एक कट लगाते हो, देन इट्स बेसिकली योर सेंट्रल फिशर. लेटरल फिशर गोज फ्रॉम योर फ्रंट टू द बैक, ठीक है. सो इट्स बेसिकली हियर लेटरल फिशर गोज लाइक दिस एंड सेंट्रल फिशर goes like this, ठीक है. Now let's talk about frontal lobe. So frontal, as the name suggests, it's right in front of your brain, ठीक है. तो जो front part है brain का, that is basically this blue part is basically your frontal lobe. So this is like the front and this is the back, ठीक है. तो जो front वाला part है basically that is called your frontal lobe, ठीक है. So lobes, why? Because one lobe is present in each hemisphere. तो यहाँ पे अगर जैसे हम एक हेमिस्फेयर को ही देख पा रहे हैं अभी, so only one lobe is present here, ठीक है. इसी के पीछे another lobe will be present. So they are collectively called lobes, ठीक है. ऑल द हायर मेंटल फंक्शंस ऑफ द ब्रेन, फॉर एग्जाम्पल प्लानिंग हो गया, पर्सनैलिटी ऑफ अ पर्सन, लाइक ऑल द relatively stable states of your traits of a person, memory storage, complex decision making, and areas devoted to language. So all these mental functions, basically all the higher order mental functioning are basically, they are the functions of your frontal lobe. So the frontal lobe also helps in controlling emotion by means of its connection to the limbic system. So which part of the limbic system is basically responsible for your emotions? Which part is basically amygdala. So amygdala is basically responsible for the emotions, particularly those of your aggressive emotion के लिए, या फिर your fear, emotion of fear, उनके लिए amygdala plays an important role. But along with the frontal along with the frontal lobe, they both work together in controlling your emotions. ठीक है, तो दोनों साथ में काम करते हैं in order to control your regulate your emotions. ठीक है, emotional management, emotional regulation, all these functions are basically of the frontal lobe. So people with damage to this area of the brain may experience a lack of emotional control. Again, if this part is particularly damaged, then you do not have a control over your emotions. Okay, you may start crying a lot, or you may start laughing hysterically. ठीक है, तो there will be a lot of problem in controlling certain emotions. Then there will be problems in performing mental tasks. Then obviously your task related to your cognition will be affected. ठीक है, so a lot of people, especially when you get old, a lot of problems come with respect to your cognitive functioning. So that means your frontal lobe is somehow affected. ठीक है, so the problems with mental tasks, for example maths हो गया, ठीक है, और language problems हो गए. So all these problems usually come which are related to your cognition, and getting stuck on one step or one wrong answer and repeating it over and over again. So what happens, you get stuck in a loop. ठीक है, एक loop में हम stuck हो जाते हैं, where we keep on repeating one thing again and again and again. ठीक है, we cannot move to the next step because it also requires a series of steps, a series of planning होती है. ठीक है, planning हो गया, steps हो गए, logical operations हो गए. So you're not able to perform those functions properly. ठीक है, so you're stuck in a loop. You keep on repeating one thing again and again and again. All right. So frontal lobes also contain motor cortex. So this is another important function of your frontal lobe. It contains motor cortex. So motor cortex is basically a collection of neurons. ठीक है, collection of neurons which are located at the back of each lobe. Each lobe यानी frontal lobe के एकदम back में this is present, this motor cortex. ठीक है, and it controls your bodily movement, specifically your body's voluntary movements, muscles, by sending commands out to the peripheral system. Again, it's in a way central nervous system is controlling your peripheral nervous system. ठीक है, तो इधर जो cortex present है, यानी a lot of neurons are present at the back of the frontal lobe, and they are responsible for the movement of your voluntary muscles. ठीक है, voluntary movement हो गया, and they are also controlling, in a way they are also controlling your peripheral nervous system. So damage to this area does not produce total paralysis. Instead, it often results in a loss of control over fine movement, especially of your fingers. So it does not really lead to a lot of क्या बोलते हैं, टोटल पैरालिसिस नहीं होता है. ठीक है, अगर टोटल पैरालिसिस कब होगा, व्हेन योर स्पाइनल कॉर्ड, द मोटर न्यूरॉन्स प्रेजेंट इन योर स्पाइनल कॉर्ड और योर ब्रेन स्टेम गेट्स डैमेज. ठीक है, किसी तरीके से अगर ब्रेन स्टेम में जो मोटर न्यूरॉन्स प्रेजेंट है या फिर हमारे स्पाइनल कॉर्ड में जो मोटर न्यूरॉन्स प्रेजेंट है, दे आर बेसिकली अफेक्टेड, देन इट लीड्स टू अ टोटल लॉस ऑफ आवर मूवमेंट. ठीक है, पैरालिसिस हो सकता है. बट द न्यूरॉन्स विच आर प्रेजेंट हियर, दे आर नॉट नेसेसरली मोटर न्यूरॉन्स. ये मोटर न्यूरॉन्स नहीं है, बट दे समहाउ कंट्रोल द मोटर मूवमेंट्स ऑफ द रेस्ट ऑफ योर body. ठीक है, so they basically control our bodily movement and especially our fine movement. So while you were discussing that activity where you were discussing about the like the homework which I gave, where you were discussing about the activities and the related brain structures, so a lot of people said painting and drawing, and udhar jo tha painting and drawing mein frontal lobes play an important role here because it's the movement of your finger, they are fine movements. So movement of fingers जो है वो painting and drawing में काफ़ी ज़्यादा important role play करती है. That's why your frontal lobe plays an important role in your fine movements. ठीक है, so this is the reason why frontal lobes play an important role in activities, in creative activities like your drawing and painting. ठीक है, Okay, let's move to the temporal lobe. So temporal lobe meaning of or near the temple. So temple is the area which is located just behind your ears. ठीक है, ears के पीछे वाला जो area होता है, basically that is called your temples. And this temporal lobes are present there only. ठीक है, behind your ears. ठीक है, near your ears or behind your ears they are present. So the location makes sense for this lobe is concerned primarily with hearing. Again, if it's present behind your ears, then it's most probably it's related to your hearing process, and it contains a sensory area that receives input from the ear. Again, it will contain certain neurons which will catch the signals from coming from your ears. So all the auditory sensation, it goes right into your temporal lobe. So these lobe contain primary auditory cortex. So this cortex is basically the neurons, collection of neurons which are responsible for your auditory input or auditory signals. If a person receives a blow to the side of the head, that person will probably hear a ringing sound. So this happens a lot when a person किसी को बहुत तेज़ अगर यहाँ इस एरिया में लाइक बैक ऑफ द ईयर अगर किसी को बहुत तेज़ लग जाती है और इफ़ यू गेट हिट समहाउ तो यू विल हियर अ रिंगिंग साउंड. ठीक है, इट हैपन्स बिकॉज दिस पर्टिकुलर एरिया इज समहाउ कनेक्टेड टू योर ऑडिटरी योर ईयर्स एंड योर ऑडिटरी सिग्नल्स. ठीक है, सो अगर हमारे सर के पीछे किसी ने अगर बहुत ज़ोर से मार दिया या कभी किसी को बहुत तेज़ थप्पड़ पड़ जाता है तो क्या होता है, यू हियर अ रिंगिंग साउंड. ठीक है, एंड दैट इज़ वाई यू नो दैट योर ईयर्स आर बेसिकली कनेक्टेड टू योर टेम्पोरल लोब. ठीक है, then damage to this lobe too can result in intriguing symptoms. Now what happens, since this topic will also come your left and the right brain, left and the right brain. So what happens, damage to one particular region might affect the functions differently from the damage to the other part of the region. ठीक है, यानी अगर लेफ्ट टेम्पोरल लोब किसी तरीके से अफेक्टेड होता है तो उसके जो फंक्शंस हैं वो डिफर करेंगे राइट वाले टेम्पोरल लोब के फंक्शंस से. ठीक है, फंक्शंस इन द सेंस डिसफंक्शंस, लाइक अगर उसको डैमेज हो गया तो क्या क्या डिसफंक्शंस हो सकते हैं हमारी बॉडी में, दे बोथ डिफर इन अ सेंस. ठीक है, फॉर एग्जाम्पल व्हेन सच इंजरीज अकर इन द लेफ्ट हेमिस्फीयर people may lose the ability to understand spoken words. So if injury or any damage occurs in the left hemisphere of your temporal lobe, ठीक है, अगर लेफ्ट हेमिस्फेयर में अगर कुछ हो जाता है इट पर्टिकुलरली इन द टेम्पोरल लोब, व्हाट विल हैपन, द पीपल दे मे नॉट बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड द स्पोकन वर्ड. ठीक है, वट एवर दे आर स्पीकिंग, वट एवर समवन एल्स इज स्पीकिंग, दे आर नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड वट द अदर पर्सन इज सेइंग. देन द डैमेज इज व्हेन द डैमेज इज रिस्ट्रिक्टेड टू द राइट हेमिस्फेयर, दे मे एबल टू recognize speech but may lose the ability to recognize other organizations of sound, for example melodies, tones and rhythm. On the other hand, if your right temporal lobe is somehow affected, is somehow damaged, then you are not able to recognize, you are able to recognize speech but not able to recognize organized speech, like organization of sounds. For example, songs हो गया, you're not able to, you may be able to recognize what the other person is saying, but the same person, if he or she starts singing, you may not be able to recognize the sound or the melody or the tone or the rhythm. ठीक है, so ये सब problems जो होती हैं ये तब आती है when there is damage in the right hemisphere or right side of the temporal lobe. ठीक है, clear? So frontal lobe, temporal lobe, comes the parietal lobe. Now parietal means the wall, so it's like at the top and the back of the brain. ठीक है, एकदम wall यानी कि एकदम top पे और back of the brain में present होता है. ठीक है, so this contains somatosensory cortex. Now somatosensory basically is related to your sensations, related to touch and related to this is also related to taste as well. ठीक है, somatosensory is basically the sensation for touch and this area is also responsible for the sensation of taste as well. So this area contains the somatosensory cortex, area of neurons running down in front of the parietal lobes on either side of the brain. This area processes information from the skin and internal body receptors. So like on the surface अगर कुछ sensations होती है, right on the surface is basically your skin and inside your body are the internal receptors. ठीक है, कभी कभी हमें इंटरनल पेन होने लग जाता है, सो दैट इज बेसिकली बिकॉज ऑफ योर इंटरनल रिसेप्टर्स, दे समहाउ गेट अफेक्टेड. ठीक है, So this area processes information from your skin, that is your surface, and internal bodily receptors for touch, temperature and body position. Body position is basically the location where your body, like the place where you are standing, ठीक है. तो हमें पता रहता है where our body is like positioned right now, where we are sitting, where we are standing. So it's like a position of our body, and it is also responsible for the taste. So these are the things which parietal lobes are mostly responsible for. The discrete damage to this area produces a variety of effects depending in part on whether injury occurs to the left, and again the same thing, left में अगर damage होता है तो effects different होते हैं, right में damage होता है तो effects different होते हैं. So if damage involves the left hemisphere, अगर left parietal lobe is somehow affected, then individual may lose the ability to read or write, or they may have difficulty knowing where the parts of their own body are located. So again, body position here plays an important role. Why? Because you're not able to figure out where your parts of the other parts of the body are. ठीक है, you're not able to touch the other side of your body. ठीक है, अगर left में हो जाता है, अगर लेफ्ट हेमिस्फेयर में हो जाता है, सो द पर्सन इज नॉट एबल टू रिकॉग्नाइज, यस, काइनेस्थेटिक एबिलिटी, वेरी नाइस. सो इट्स लाइक काइनेस्थेटिक एबिलिटी वेयर यू नॉट एबल टू रिकॉग्नाइज वेयर योर अदर पार्ट्स ऑफ द बॉडी आर लोकेटेड. ठीक है, एंड देयर आर प्रॉब्लम्स इन रीडिंग एंड राइटिंग एज वेल, बिकॉज यू आर नॉट एबल टू फोकस ऑन द स्टिमुलस विच इज राइट इन फ्रंट ऑफ यू. ठीक है, सो इट्स ऑल्सो अफेक्टेड. इन कॉन्ट्रास्ट, इफ द डैमेज अकर्स इन द राइट हेमिस्फेयर, इंडिविजुअल में सीम अनअवेयर ऑफ द लेफ्ट साइड ऑफ द बॉडी. सो अगेन, इफ योर राइट parietal lobe is somehow damaged, then you're not able to recognize the left side of your body. ठीक है, you are not able to figure out where your left limbs are located on your body. For example, a man may neglect to shave the left side of his face. ठीक है, अगर कोई एक person shave कर रहा है, if उसका right जो है right parietal lobe is affected, then he'll be able to right अगर उसका करे, so he'll be able to so he'll be able to manage the right side of the face, because left is working fine, right? So अगर right damage है तो right side तो easily shave कर लेगा, but left side नहीं कर पाएगा, because your right side of the brain is somehow controlling the left side of your body. ठीक है, okay. Occipital is the one which is located at the very end, at like below above your cerebellum. ठीक है, cerebellum के ऊपर वाला जो area है, it's basically your occipital lobe. So at the base of the cortex towards the back of the brain is called an occipital lobe. The term occipital refers to the rear of the head. So at the back of the head is basically your occipital. This area processes visual information from the eyes in the primary visual cortex. So occipital is basically responsible for all your visual stimulus. ठीक है, visual inputs. So all the information coming from your eyes goes to the occipital lobe. And the visual association cortex. So visual association cortex is basically, a lot of information is coming from the outside, and you already have a lot of information within your memory. Okay, it's stored within your memory, or you have learned that. So you, in a way, you are associating that incoming information with the one that you already have. So association area का काम यही होता है basically, to integrate the stimulus in such a way that you are able to recognize the information that you already have. ठीक है, और you are able to recall the information that you already have. So the visual or association cortex also in this lobe is a part of the brain that helps to identify and make sense of the visual information from the eyes. So basically you are making sense. So perception वाला जो role आ जाता है basically association cortex का, यहाँ पे visual perception का role है. ठीक है, alright. So the local damage to this area often produces a hole in the person's field of vision. So object in a particular location cannot be seen, but the rest of the visual field may remain unaffected. So if somehow, if it is affected, then it produces a hole, a black hole, where you are not able to see that particular hole. वहाँ पे क्या चीज़ है हम वो नहीं देख सकते, but the rest of the visual field is fine. ठीक है, you can see the sideways, up and down, कहीं पे भी left right हम कहीं पे भी देख सकते हैं easily, but there is a little hole from which we cannot really see. As with the other brain structures, injury to the occipital lobe may produce contrasting effects depending on which cerebral. Again, this thing that depending on the cerebral hemisphere it's affected, then the different effects will be there. So damage to the occipital lobe in the right hemisphere produces loss of vision in the left visual field. ठीक है, अगर right hemisphere वाला occipital lobe जो है वो affect हो जाता है, then you're not able to see the left side. ठीक है, left visual field जो होती है, that loss of vision there happens. ठीक है, और the damage to the occipital lobe in the left hemisphere produces loss of vision in the right visual field. So the famed neurologist Oliver Sacks once had a patient who had a tumor in his right occipital lobe area. He could see objects perfectly well and even describe in terms of physical terms. Okay, but he could not identify them by sight alone. So in the case of so Oliver Sacks is a neurologist. So he has a book as well. उसकी book है, and it includes a lot of case studies related to your brain injuries and diseases. ठीक है. So he had a patient who had a tumor in the right occipital lobe. ठीक है, right occipital area में उसको एक tumor हो गया था. So he was able to, उसके जो vision था, it was perfect. The vision was perfect. He was able to see all the objects clearly, and he could describe the objects in physical terms as well. ठीक है. So description जो था, he can easily describe what are the things are in front of him. But he could not identify by sight alone. Like he cannot really name what is the name of the structure or the object present in front of him by just looking at that particular structure or by just looking at that particular object. He cannot name or identify it. ठीक है. For example, Sacks was one given a rose to look at. The man turned it around and began to describe it as a red inflorescence of some type with a green tubular projection. So what happens? Oliver Sacks gave him a rose. ठीक है, जब उसको रोज दिया गया, so he was able to describe it by looking at it. ठीक है, जब उसने उसको देखा, so he was able to describe it. So he called it a red inflorescence. Inflorescence is basically a flower of any type. ठीक है, so एक red flower है with a green tubular projection. तो green color की projections उसके नीचे से निकल रही है. ठीक है, ऊपर red color का flower है और नीचे green color की stem है. He was able to tell that. The man turned it around and began to describe it as again. ठीक है, only when he held it under his nose, stimulating the sense of smell, did he recognize as a rose. ठीक है, does that mean he used the thing? He used to see the thing as blur. Okay, no, this example is not about your loss of vision. ठीक है, यहाँ पे वो नहीं है रमशा, यहाँ पे loss of vision की बात नहीं हो रही है, यहाँ पे recognition and perception की बात हो रही है. ठीक है, so the person was able to recognize, the person was able to describe the physical properties of the flower, that is rose. Rose की physical properties उसने easily explain कर दी कि ये red color का flower है, उसके नीचे जो क्या है green color की stem है. But he was not able to identify the name of the flower. ठीक है, he was only able to recognize the flower when he put it under his nose. When he smelled the flower, he was able to recognize that this is one particular flower that is called rose. ठीक है, so here his motor association cortex, the thing that we here talk about, visual association cortex, it plays an important role here. So यहाँ पे जो example दिया है, it's basically talking about your association cortex. Yes, visual association cortex की बात हो रही है. The person was able to see it. ठीक है, the person was able to describe it, but he was not able to figure out or identify what that object was. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे ये जो डैमेज की बात हो रही है, this is an example of how your visual association cortex is affected. Okay, so let's just have a quiz quickly. So in which of the lobes of the cortex would you find the primary auditory area? Primary auditory area कहाँ पे पाया जाता है इनमें से? Frontal, temporal, occipital, parietal. Quickly. B. Okay, temporal. B. Okay. Okay, so the correct answer is B, temporal. So temporal is basically responsible for your auditory area. Frontal is basically responsible for, frontal किसके लिए responsible है? Emotions and so all the higher mental. Yes, Tushar.
Ma'am, cognition.
Yes, cognition. And what else? Another important function of your frontal lobe is all the movement. Very good. So motor cortex is also present in your frontal lobe. Very good. Fine movements. ठीक है. Occipital is responsible for your Vision, very good, vision. And parietal is somatosensory. Good. ठीक है. So here it becomes easy now. Okay, so which of the following is the name for the thick band of neurons that connects the left and right side of the cortex? So which is the name of the neurons? ठीक है, उन neurons का नाम क्या है जो connect करता है हमारे left और right hemisphere को? Foramen magnum, corpus callosum, thalamus and hypothalamus. Okay, B, corpus callosum. Alright, B is the correct answer. What is foramen magnum? Can anybody recall? What exactly is foramen magnum? Foramen magnum क्या है? Is that a brain structure? Largest foramen of the skull. Okay. Hole which connects. Very good. Okay. So is that a brain structure? Yes. Good, Deepika. Hole in the skull, right? Yeah, it's a hole in the skull. It's like a hole which through which your spinal cord passes. All right. So is that a brain structure? Yes or no? No. Okay, so it's not a brain structure. It's just a little gap or little hole from which your spinal cord passes through your brain. ठीक है, brain के through जो है, brain का covering है skull, and skull में ही छोटा सा एक structure होता है, छोटा सा एक hole होता है through which your spinal cord passes. All right. Okay, so the higher mental functioning such as thinking, problem solving are found in the which lobe? All your higher mental functioning. Frontal A. Okay, good. Good. All right. So I hope all of you are clear with the functions. Okay. So Jeff is undergoing brain surgery to remove a tumor. The surgeon applies electrical stimulation to various areas of the brain around the tumor, causing Jeff to report tingling sensation in various areas of his skin. The tumor is most likely to be in which lobe of Jeff's brain? Okay, so Jeff is basically going for a surgery for the removal of a tumor, and when the doctor ने क्या किया, जो जहाँ पे tumor present था, ठीक है, उस areas में उन्होंने electrical stimulation देना start करा, and due to which what happens, the patient Jeff, he started to feel some sensation on his skin. So what area is basically the tumor is in? Okay, Zainab says parietal. Okay, all right. So parietal lobe is the correct answer. So it's basically responsible for your all the sensations, somatosensory sensations, all that. Okay. So here is the table for the lobes of the brain and its summary. So frontal is basically responsible for your higher mental functions, all the cognitive functions basically, and your motor cortex for the bodily movements, especially that of the movement of your fingers. So that are called your fine motor functioning or fine movements. Then comes your temporal lobe. So temporal, as the location suggests, it's like behind the ear, so it's related to your auditory signal. So auditory cortex related to your audition, sound, noise, melody, tones and rhythm. Parietal is basically for your somatosensation. It includes your taste as well, temperature and your skin, yani surface ki sensations, and your internal bodily sensations as well. Then comes your occipital, which is responsible for your vision. It includes your visual cortex. Okay, so I hope all this is clear. इसमें किसी को doubt? Just write yes or no. Lobes में किसी को कोई doubt? Just write yes or no in the chat box, please, so that we can go ahead. Okay, all right. So the next topic is basically the left and the right brain. Okay, so the left and the right brain, they have certain different functions, and in some people, in most of the people, so some of the functions are only restricted to the left brain and some of the functions are only restricted to your right brain. Okay, so the two hemisphere, as we know, the brain can be split down the middle lengthwise to create two symmetrical half. Again, if you get a medial cut right from the center, you can find that there are two hemispheres which are present, two symmetrical halves which are present, and each half is called your cerebral hemisphere. So each hemisphere control and receives information from the opposite sides of the body. So this whole process where your left brain is receiving your signals from the right side of the body and your right brain is receiving signals from your left side of the body, it's basically called contralateral conduction. ठीक है, इस पर्टिकुलर प्रोसेस को हम कॉन्ट्रालेटरल कंडक्शन कहते हैं, जहाँ पे हमारे ऑपोजिट साइड की जो सिग्नल्स हैं वो हमारे ऑपोजिट ब्रेन में जाते हैं. ठीक है, ईच हेमिस्फीयर इज स्पेशलाइज्ड फॉर डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ फंक्शन एंड फॉर प्रोसेसिंग डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ इंफॉर्मेशन. सो ईच हेमिस्फीयर इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर डिफरेंट फंक्शंस एंड दिस इज कॉल्ड हेमिस्फेरिक स्पेशलाइजेशन. ठीक है, हेमिस्फेरिक स्पेशलाइजेशन मतलब कि कोई एक जो हमारा एक साइड है वो एक पर्टिकुलर टाइप का फंक्शन में स्पेशलाइज करता है. सो इसलिए उसको हम बोलते हैं हेमिस्फेरिक स्पेशलाइजेशन. इन मोस्ट इंडिविजुअल द लेफ्ट हेमिस्फीयर इज द रैशनल लॉजिकल हाफ ऑफ द ब्रेन. ठीक है, सो दिस वी हैव ऑलरेडी, आई थिंक वी हैव डिस्कस्ड दिस बिफोर एज वेल, दैट योर left brain is somehow related to your rational and logical half. ठीक है, it's somehow related to logic and your critical thinking, ठीक है, analytical skills, all those things are basically the function of your left brain, left hemisphere. So it's involved in the tasks that require logic, order, critical thinking or analysis, such as processing speech and language. ठीक है, speech और language भी यहाँ पे आ जाता है, writing, maths and science. So everything, everything that involves your logic and your rationality is basically dominant by the left hemisphere. Then comes your right hemisphere, which is more of a creative side, which is more of an emotional and intuitive side of the brain. So it's involved in the tasks that require your artistic and creative skills. So if people who say they are more creative, their right side is basically dominant there. ठीक है, जहाँ पे जो लोग बहुत creative होते हैं, जो लोग बहुत artistic होते हैं, उनका right hemisphere is more dominant than the left hemisphere. So it's basically required for your creative and artistic skills, such as processing and analyzing pictures and drawing and completing tasks that require visual spatial skills. ठीक है, so spatial is basically is related to your location. ठीक है, research has also shown that the right hemisphere plays an particularly important role in the recognition of face. So if you are able to recognize somebody you have met, या फिर हम लोग देखते हैं ना भीड़ में, you can easily recognize familiar faces. So that is basically a function of your right hemisphere. Okay, so it plays an important role in the visual spatial skills and recognition of faces. So left and the right hemisphere function. The left hemisphere usually has an advantage with respect to understanding language. Again, language, formulating language for communication. That means production of speech. And thinking with language symbols. So whatever you are thinking with respect to language signals, ठीक है, हम कभी कभी जैसे even if you are bilingual होते हैं, people tend to think in one particular language only. ठीक है, so that happens because of your left hemisphere, because your left hemisphere is involved. The right hemisphere is usually specialized to deal with images, spatial relationship and pattern recognition. So you are able to recognize a certain pattern right in front of you, and you are able to locate some of the objects or make sense of what the objects are making in front of you. That is basically your pattern recognition, and your right brain plays an important role there. However, none of these abilities is located exclusively in one hemisphere or the other. So this is basically the recent studies have been saying that we cannot really say that left brain जो है वो हमारा logical brain होगा. Some of the functions are there in the right brain as well. ठीक है, as it's mentioned here as well, the left hemisphere has some spatial abilities as well, and the right has some language capabilities as well. ठीक है, तो एक को कहना it's like a very old and very famous concept, but the recent studies are saying that there are certain elements, there are certain structures which are present in both the brains which are responsible for both types of function. ठीक है, so one side को हम ये नहीं कह सकते that it is specially it's exclusive in the functioning of your logical thinking abilities or your creative abilities or your recognition abilities. So the specialization of the hemispheres are a matter of degree, and it depends from person to person that how much your left brain is controlling what are the parts of the body, and how much your right brain is controlling what are the parts of the body. So it's just a matter of degree. Then left hemisphere is usually concerned with the language. So and why this happened usually, so this was the first what was the first experiment related to language? Can anyone recall? Language से related कोई एक experiment which we had done in the history of physiological psychology as well? Broca's experiment, very good. So Broca was a person who was able to, who was studying the stroke patient, जिनको stroke हुआ था, ठीक है, and they died because of stroke. These people had difficulties in the speaking ability. So language पे उनको थोड़ी दिक्कत थी, तो that's why Broca came up with this term called Broca's aphasia, ठीक है, which we'll discuss in the further slide as well. So basically it's like the difficulty in language, speaking and writing both. So the person is not able to speak, the person is not be able to use the language properly. So Broca, so a lot of experiments in the past, particularly related to humans, they found that certain areas were damaged as a result of a stroke. ठीक है, एक stroke की वजह से there has been brain damage, and when they when they experimentally tested that these people's brain, they know that your left hemisphere is usually specialized for language functions. So because of these experiments, they were able to make out that your left brain is basically responsible for your language functions. So strokes typically affect one side of the brain and produce paralysis on the other side of the body, opposite to the affected side of the brain. Again, if your one side is affected, your rest of the body, the other part, the opposite body is affected. And people with left hemisphere strokes, that is, अगर उनके left hemisphere में कोई stroke आता है तो उनको right side का paralysis हो सकता है, ठीक है. left side अगर damage हो जाती है तो right side का paralysis हो जाता है. And people with left hemisphere strokes are much more likely to have serious language problems than people with right hemisphere stroke, ठीक है. So that is how they came to know that somehow left hemisphere plays an important role in the language, ठीक है. जब उन्होंने सारे stroke patients को देखा, सारे स्ट्रोक पेशेंट्स की स्टडी करी, तो उन्हें ये पता चला दैट इफ योर लेफ्ट हेमिस्फीयर इज डैमेज, योर राइट साइड इज बेसिकली पैरालाइज्ड. एंड द पीपल विद लेफ्ट हेमिस्फीयर स्ट्रोक, दे हैड मोर डिफिकल्टीज इन लैंग्वेज एज कम्पेयर टू द वंस वेयर योर राइट हेमिस्फीयर इज डैमेज एंड योर लेफ्ट साइड इज पैरालाइज्ड, ठीक है. आई होप इट इज क्लियर नाउ. सो we'll cover these two parts. So I hope by tomorrow we'll be able to finish this part of the unit. So I think कुछ slides रह गई हैं, Wernicke's area and Broca's area. Then we are done with the unit, not with the unit, with this part of the unit, ठीक है. So we'll cover this tomorrow. किसी को अभी तक कोई डाउट है इसमें? कोई डाउट, कोई क्वेश्चन? ओके, सो इज एनीवन हियर, कोई लेफ्टी है हमारी क्लास में क्या?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it's a homework for you guys. Just think about it or just Google it. कहीं ढूंढ कर लेकर आना that which part is more dominant in लेफ्टीज, ठीक है. इट कैन, मतलब बाकी लोग भी ढूंढ सकते हैं, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. सो पीपल हु आर पर्टिकुलरली लेफ्टी, जस्ट Google it, just think about this, that which part is more dominant in you people, and is it different from the other most of the population, that is basically right-handed people, ठीक है. is it different, the parts of the brain which are located, जो हमने अभी study करा है, is it different or it's more or less same, ठीक है. so it's like a task for you guys, so just come up with that explanation tomorrow, alright. okay, so I'll just take the attendance. Aisha Ehsan,
Present, ma'am.
Ain,
Yes, ma'am.
Aditya Chaudhary, present. Aditya Vora, Aisha Siddiqui.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Aditya Vora is present, I can see him. Okay. Akanksha,
Present, ma'am.
Aman, Amar, Ariba,
Yes, ma'am.
Asma, Aisha, Chinmay, Danish, Deepika,
Present, ma'am.
Devanshu, Fakiha,
Present, ma'am.
Fiza, Hajra,
Present, ma'am.
Hardik, ऋषभ,
Present, ma'am.
रित,
Present, ma'am.
वैष्णवी प्रेजेंट. ओके. इमरान, ईरम.
Present, ma'am.
ओके. इर्तजा,
Present, ma'am.
जबीन,
Present, ma'am.
लाइबा,
Present, ma'am.
मदीहा, मलिक, मंशा,
Present, ma'am.
मोहम्मद रजाउद्दीन, अफनान, मुस्तफ़ा रजा, मुजना,
Present, ma'am.
नबीहा प्रेजेंट. नाजिया, नाजिर, नोएल, प्रकाश, रहमा, रमशा,
Present, ma'am.
सबरीन, शाहिद, शाकिरा,
Present, ma'am.
शायान, प्रेजेंट. शबीना, सृष्टि,
Present, ma'am.
सुहाना, सुलमास, तहरीम, तूबा,
Present, ma'am.
तुषार,
Present, ma'am.
उमामा, उम्मे, वैष्णवी. वैष्णवी is present, I guess. Okay. विशाली, जैनब. Vishali is present, right?
Ma'am, Zainab present.
Zainab present.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. See you guys tomorrow then at the same time. Okay? Have a nice day, all of you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
यूनिवर्सिटी कब ओपन होगी? सो स्कूल का तो आई गेस नोटिफिकेशन आ गया है. अभी यूनिवर्सिटीज़ का नोटिफिकेशन आना बाकी है. सो मोस्ट प्रोबेबली बाय द एंड ऑफ दिस मंथ और द नेक्स्ट मंथ चांसेस है दैट यूनिवर्सिटी विल बी ओपनिंग. ठीक है? ऑलराइट. हैव अ नाइस डे ऑल ऑफ यू.